Hi, my name's Craig Matkin. I'd like to give a little bit of an update on the AT1 transients in Alaska. They're these unique killer whales that are on the brink of extinction and that we may have a few lessons to learn from. These Chugach transients are very limited. Prince William Sound is where they center their range, and then down into Kenai Fjords, really just the northern part of Kenai Fjords in this region. They've never been photographed anywhere else. And the relationships of these AT1 or Chugach transients to the rest of the transients on the west coast is unique. And here they are. This is with nuclear DNA, looking at the female inheritance, and you can see they're off on their own little arm here. This is genetic distance that is indicated by these lines. I've got to play some calls of these guys because they are like no other killer whale calls you'll ever hear. And it's like a language from a native tribe going extinct. And there's some beautiful native languages in Alaska, the Eyak tribe, that happens to be the same geographic area as these AT1 transients, has a unique and beautiful language. And these transients, these Chugach or AT1 transients, also have a unique language, a series of calls. So the population decline. The Exxon Valdez oil spill was a big part of the decline, the recent decline anyway. 9 deaths, right following the oil spill of what were 22 animals in the population, very small to begin with. The whales were observed in contact with the oil. They probably inhaled oil was the main way that it killed them. But there's also the ingestion of oiled seals. They were really easy prey, and they were eating oiled seals. And this is what's happened with the population. It's gone from the 22 animals at the beginning of the study and a new calf to down to 7. We lost more animals after the spill. These were older males, and some of them were seen in the spill, so it may have been effects that were carried over the years. But it's been 7 animals in the group now for over a decade, and it's amazing. None of them have died. Unfortunately, the females are probably all too old to have calves, and for some reason they just never reproduced after the spill. I invite everybody to read Into Great Silence, Eva's book on the early days of this study, and what it means, what extinction means. And I think that's something that we need to sit back and consider, because these animals, as you heard from the calls, are so unique, and the genetic information they carry is so unique. And not to carry this forward, it just reduces the variability in the overall world of killer whales in a way that you don't know what the future is going to bring, and genetic variability is important, and all these smaller populations may be the answer to future issues that they may face, and the variability and potential to adapt that comes with that. So I think we just need to sit back and realize that the extinction of these tribes, just like I think extinction of some native tribes and some of what they had to offer, and their culture at any rate, has been detrimental to our moving forward, as we're realizing now, and we look at the way we live in the world. So I just invite you to think about that, and perhaps read Into Great Silence if you haven't already. So that's, I think, what I want to leave it at. I'm hopeful these animals will live a long, long lifetime, and we'll see. To see them at all is a treat, and I thank you very much for listening.